Hola clase. Today we are going to learn how to solve cubic equations when there are coefficients that are missing. They took away of the expanded form. And as usual, I will give you a how-to step-by-step guide, and then we'll make one example together. Now your cubic equations, they always look the same, so you need to know how to identify. They're going to have one cubic term and then everything below that. And there are a couple of things that you need to know to solve these things. First, you need to know that cubics have minimum one real solution, and that comes from the shape of a cubic. Remember that if I've got something doing this, at the very minimum, this is cutting the x-axis once. Then you're going to need to know how to divide polynomials. And how you do it, long division or synthetic, is the same. The important thing is that you know your factor theorems. Then you need to know how to solve quadratics when they have complex solutions in them, and how to expand both to get the quadratics and to solve the cubic itself. Now you've got two options that can happen. First, they just give you a cubic and they want you to solve it, or second, they want you to find some coefficient. They took it out. Now if they give you everything and you just need to solve, this is a matter of divide the polynomial and then solve it. So if you go to the videos of long division or synthetic division, you find them there. So we're going to focus on this one, and this how-to works no matter which coefficient they take. So first, you need to conjugate the solution that they give you to find the second root. And they always going to give you one, because if they take a coefficient, they need to give you something instead. With that, you're going to multiply the two factors that you know. So remember, one of them and the other is going to be the coefficient. That's going to give you a quadratic, which is going to allow you to get the third factor. Because remember, if I've got a cubic, that is going to be the result of three factors multiplying each other. One that you don't know times the two that come from finding the root and the conjugate root. Once you've got the third factor, you can solve it and find the third root, which is equating to 0. And once you've got everything, you can find the missing coefficient, because you will have everything for your A, B, C, and D, and you just need to compare and find the missing one. Now let's see that in an example. In this exercise, they give me one solution to a cubic equation for which they took a coefficient out. They want me to find the rest of the solutions and the C coefficient. This is from a past exam, by the way. Now first, they actually giving me two solutions, because if I know that if this is a solution, automatically the conjugate is a solution too. And that means that this cubic in expanded form is going to be the same as some factor AZ plus B. I'm using A and B because we haven't used them before, times the two factors that come from the conjugate roots. So this is our z minus z1, and this could be our z minus the conjugate of z1. So now I can come here, multiply these two, and get the quadratic. Now, how you do that, you've got options there. You can do that crab claw thing and get all the things, or you can do that Punnett thing and again get all the values, or you can just with practice know that these follow this specific format, and we covered it with solving quadratics, so we're not going to do it all again. So that gives me this factor there that we haven't done anything with yet, times now z squared minus 2z plus 5. Now I can come and expand all of this, and that will give me the cubic back. If you do that, you end with a z cubed plus b minus 2a z squared plus 5a minus 2b z plus 5b. Now, all these coefficients that you're finding here need to be the same as these coefficients in the original one. So I can come, let's come over here, and that means that a equals 2, b minus 2a needs to be minus 5, 5a minus 2b equals c, which is the one we're searching for, and 5b equals minus 5. So with all of that information, you can get everything that you need. Your a equals 2, your b equals minus 1, and you can get that either from here or from this one here once you've got the a, and that means that this 5a minus 2b, which was the c, just substituting there gives you a 12, and this az plus b, now once you substitute in there, it's 2z minus 1, which is the third factor, which means equals to 0. And now you can solve it there. That gives you a 1/2. So you've got two of the solutions here, the third one here, and your coefficient. So now it's a matter of putting everything together. Let's come somewhere in here and make one answer along. So z equals 1/2, or 1 plus or minus 2i, and the c equals 12. Mental check, they asked me to find all the other solutions, and see, that's what I've got. So I can box it because this is my final answer, and we're done. Okay, now it's your turn to go and practice. Thanks for watching.